world. He is an author. He is a motivational speaker. He is a phenomenal new CD out called Conceive, Believe, and Achieve, which is a personal development series. If you have not listened to it, you need to get that in your personal development catalog. I am super thrilled to introduce to some and present to others our very own Crown Diamond international superstar, Mr. David Monetier. Mr. Monetier, have you been able to join us on the line?
Absolutely. I'm on the call. Mr. Iverson, can you hear me okay?
Man, you sound like Gerald Levert. Take it away, buddy.
Thank you so much for actually hosting this Millionaire Mastery call here. I appreciate y'all. What's taking place in your organization right now? I got one of the fastest growing groups that's a part of this organization here. So definitely appreciate you taking time out of your very busy schedule to actually host this call that we've been doing now for a little over 2 years, that we've actually now 3 years, close to 3 years, that we've actually been doing the Millionaire Mastery call on a very consistent basis. I definitely want to applaud each and every one of you that actually plug in to this call every single Monday at 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Obviously, all of us were on the Millionaire Mentorship call every Sunday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And what an incredible time we had on the call last night to be on with the VP of Sales, Mr. Holton Buggs. What an incredible call he went over, talking about managing expectations. And then he went into some of the favorite things that I've really utilized, things that he's taught me that I've gone out and utilized and really been able to help us build the type of organization that we've been able to build here over the last 3 years here at Organo Gold. He talked about the 4 philosophies of a 6- and 7-figure income earner. And I'm not going to recap that, but you can definitely get that on the Cash Cow CD audio. Study that audio. Study CD number 1 over and over again. And it talks about all the secrets, all the wealth principles that you hear on these mastery calls. A lot of those philosophies really derive from CD number 1 on the Cash Cow CD. So excited to be on this call with each and every one of you. All of the diamonds that have been doing the calls over the past week here, you guys have been doing an incredible job. The blue diamonds that have been doing the calls here, doing an incredible job. I can see the growth in this call. I can see the growth in the numbers. Right now, momentum is moving at an all-time high right now. Things are absolutely rocking right now in OG. We're gearing up, obviously. But, guys, we're not slowing down into the event. What we're actually doing right now is we're picking up the speed. We are actually finishing strong right now as an organization. So this call tonight is going to be explosive. I'm so excited to be on this call. I love when great things happen in our lives and great things happen in this business. Hold on real quick, guys. Yeah. All right, good deal. If you're on the back line with us, that means that you are a leader. Definitely mute yourself out so we have a clear line tonight. Awesome. Appreciate you. But, man, just incredible about what's taking place right now in Organo Gold. When I look at all the leaders right now that are just growing incredible businesses in Organo Gold, when you look at John Cetre, Crown Diamond in Organo Gold, on his way, just sneeze away from Crown Ambassador. You look at our very first Crown Ambassador, Jose Ardon, had a chance to talk with him about a week ago, and he just tells you, David, man, the thing is it just keeps growing and growing and growing. You know, getting a chance to spend a little bit of time on the phone with Edwin Haynes and Abby Akiola, all the great things that are happening in their organization with Blue Diamonds like Emmanuel Bernstein and obviously Sam Bean, Diamond Consultant, and Suleiman Rockman. Had a chance to talk with him earlier this morning. And all the great things that are happening. Christian Steinkeller, most of you probably don't even know this, Christian Steinkeller out of Italy actually went Black Diamond. His brother also went Black Diamond. So now we got more Black Diamonds popping up. We got blue diamonds like Bass Grant popping up here, brand new blue diamond. We got folks on track right now, on pace to becoming the next blue diamonds and Black diamonds and crowns and crown ambassadors within the company. And why is all of this happening? What's really taking place? Remember, this is the Millionaire Mastery call. So this is a call where you actually get a chance to really master what it really takes to become a 7-figure income earner in this industry of the network marketing, but more specifically, how to really get it done in Organo Gold. One thing I love about what Mr. Buggs has taught us is that this is a science. It's really all about math. There's a math and a science for what it is that we do here in Organo Gold. And what you got to do is you got to pass the test. You know, sitting down listening to a great individual the other day, and he was talking about the fact that it's only a test, Things that happen in your life, negative things that happen in your life, it's really only a test to see how you're going to respond. I just got some word of negative things that were taking place and things that were said, and I just smiled at it and said, hey, you know what? It's only a test. It's only a test to see, David, how are you going to respond to this? How are you going to interact with this particular situation? I decided to, guess what, guys? We're going to be who we are, which is what? Multimillionaires. Multimillionaires think a different way. We have a different way of actually living our lives, and that's what we want to give to each and every one of you that's on this call. Yes, you can have great success. Yes, you become a Sapphire. And I want to congratulate all the Sapphires out there for going out and believing for Sapphire. Yes, I want to congratulate the Ruby consultants. I remember when we were at Ruby, the joy and the excitement that we had when we became Ruby consultants here with Organic Gold. So congratulations to you. All the Emeralds, I want you to start feeling good again about being an Emerald. I know sometimes we talk so much about diamond and how you need to become a diamond and this and that, but I want to let you know on this call that you've done an incredible job. I'm proud of each and every one of you that are Emerald consultants here within Organic Gold, and obviously the diamond. What else can I say about the diamond consultants? They're able to pay the price to go out there and get it done. Not an easy thing to do, something to feel good about, something to feel very proud about. Over 500,000 people have actually enrolled into Organic Gold, and I believe now less than 150 people have ever been able to hit the level of diamond consultant here. And what can we say about the elite leaders that we have? Edward Hartley, what an incredible businessman, the organization that you've grown over the last 2 years or so. Bass Grant, brand new blue diamond, the newest blue diamond in Organic Gold. I mean, what an incredible group. I just see your numbers growing every single month right now. And guys, it's all because of these philosophies that you learned on the call yesterday, those 4 philosophies. Study them. That's what I want you to do. I want you to, it's okay to get a revelation on this information, but now what you need to do is saturate your stuff. You need saturation of the information. People want to know, David, how did you get to where it is that you've gotten to? Some people may say other things and whatnot, but I want to share on this call so there's no doubt, okay? There's no doubt on how we actually got to this level. I want everybody to know, everybody that's listening to my voice right now, I'm going to actually give you the goods tonight. I'm going to give you the secret. And then when I give it to you, you're going to realize that it's not a secret. But what you have to figure out is that what did he really do? What I did was I saturated myself with the information I'm going to give you tonight. I saturated myself with it. I studied it. I took notes on my notes, I studied it, read it, slept with it in my ear. I made it become who I was. And I knew that once it became who I was on the inside, that my results were going to show. And then my results are not really my results. The results are what you see right now in Organic Gold in the entire company. You got to understand, we're going to do $375 million to $400 million in volume as a company this year. See, guys, we're actually part of that. See, guys, we're part of that. Our goal here is to do $100 million in revenue to promote 60 diamond consultants. I'm upstairs in my presentation room. It's not the game room anymore. It's now the official CJM room. And I see the 60 diamonds up there, and I see a bigger home, and I see the helicopter, and I don't even know what kind of car this is, but it looks real good. I see the yachts. I see the 4-story house that, it looks like Mr. Bugs' house in California. See, guys, this is what I just saturated myself with the information I'm going to give you. So there's no doubt that any one of you on this call are really trying to figure out how to get to 7 figures, how to really build it. So, you can luck up out there, and great things can happen for you, and that's awesome. I mean, all blessings come in different forms and fashions. So I want to really go over on this call really how to build an organization, how to really build yourself to really 7 figures here with Organic Gold. Timing and positioning with the right person, with the right mentor, with the right coach is really going to allow you to really speed up this process. And see, guys, I went through my process for 4.5 years. 4.5 years of getting on conference calls like this, not having a dollar in my pocket. Going to go do meetings, CJMs, and literally be hungry because I didn't eat anything all day, and splitting a burger with my sponsor at that time, J.C. Briggs, who just got started with us, splitting some fries and asking for a cup of water, and waking up the next day and prospecting 5, 10, 15, 20 people per day. I remember getting on conference calls like this, believing and hoping that one day something was going to happen to me, that great things were going to happen to me, and somebody was going to come into my business. Just one person is going to come into my business, that maybe we can recruit 5 people this month. Maybe we can have enough money to get to the convention. I remember times like that, but I remember I stayed positive. I stayed encouraged. I stayed enthusiastic because I kept seeing the end result. I didn't understand what I was doing. I didn't understand when I actually took the flyer, the 3 CEOs, Spencer Iverson and 2 other individuals, they were on that flyer, the 3 CEOs, and they said, don't watch TV, go on a fast, don't watch TV. And I took their flyer and I put it on my little TV that's the size of my head that I had at my dad's home, and that was a flyer that I had covering the TV, so I didn't have to watch TV. And guess what, guys? Years later, Spencer Iverson is involved in this business along with us. God, things happen for a reason. And you've got to understand how to really go out and build this business in your mind. You're going to build it in your mind first. You build it in your mind first, then you put it down on paper, and then you physically go out there and build it. Now, what gives you the strength, what gives you the ability, what gives you the encouragement and the enthusiasm to go out and build it in the physical is the fact that you've got it on the inside of you. You've got it in your mind. You're meditating on it over and over again, day and night. You're seeing yourself where it is that you want to be, and then you've written it out. So now it's not in the spirit anymore. It's now in the physical. You can see it down on paper. You can see those 60 diamonds. You can see the $10 million in the bank. You can see it every single day because you've got it down on paper, and then you can go physically go out there and build it. But you build it with patience. You build it with the excitement and the faith that you already know that it already got done. See, that's what I want to talk to you about on this call. I'm going to give you guys something, information, the repetitious information that you listen to also impacts your belief system. What I'm going to do on this call, I'm going to give you some secrets that I gave to Rubies and Above. Secrets that I gave to Rubies and Above maybe about a week ago. I decided tonight, you know what? I think it's time that we really let everybody know what the secret is and really how to go out there and create 7 figures. Remember, we're going to have 12 7-figure income earners, guys. And we saw the list. We had 2 individuals who were right there. Bass Grant and Edward Hartley, right there at the $1 million mark. They'll get it by the end of this year with the explosion that's about to happen over the next 90 days here, okay? With what's about to take place within your organization, within Organic Gold, the momentum that's really driving this company right now. I'm telling you, any one of you that really take these 7 habits that I'm going to give you on this call, some of you may be brand new, and I want to congratulate all the brand new folks that have gotten involved and the platinum consultants that have already hit platinum. I want to congratulate you on being a part of what it is that we got going on right now. But I want to give you these 7 habits of a 7-figure income earner, the 7 habits of a 7-figure income earner. Now, I want to say this, all right? This is very important because a lot of times, I think over the last 3 years, people have misunderstood some of the things that have taken place with myself and this organization here. I want to let you know that these 7 habits here were not anything that I read out of a book, wasn't anything that I actually listened to at a training class or anything like this. This is what I did. I looked at the last 3 years of my life. I was on a plane coming back from showing the plan, okay? And I sat on the plane, and I was thinking to myself, I do that a whole lot, and I suggest you do it too. Think good thoughts, though. And I was thinking to myself, and I said, David, what can you do right now? What is it that you can change? What is it that you can do better to get this organization to the place that you know that we're going? How are we going to get to $100 million in revenue? How did Mr. Buzz get to $100 million in revenue? He got it. He got there through leadership. He got there through being an example to other people to follow. I said, David, you got to become a better leader. David, you got to become a better example. David, you've got to work harder. David, you got to believe harder. David, I looked within. I didn't blame it on anybody else. I didn't go and start talking about other people and all that. No, I said, no, David, look within yourself, and what is it that you did to get to 7 figures? And now what I want you to do is give that to other people. So this is something that we actually looked at. I looked at my life and looked at the last 3 years and said, what is it that we did to get to this level, and how can we now teach it? How can we now teach it and give the information out to people that are ready for the information, people that are ready to take their lives to the next level, okay? And not hope and not hope and pray that they take it, but know that they're going to take the information and start applying it right away. What you've got to start doing, you got to start taking inventory on what your day consisted of. You got to start taking inventory. You know, how often did I get negative today? You know, what bothered me today? You know, what was my focus like today? What did I do today to increase myself? What did I do today to increase my business? These are questions you need to be asking yourself right before you go to bed, and you make the decision that you're going to be better the next day. Let me give you these 7 habits here. The very first habit, guys, is that 7-figure income earners, they have the habit. It is a habit. Anything you do for 21 days in a row becomes a habit. They have a habit of setting specific goals. They have the habit of setting specific goals. What do I mean by this? That means that they have the habit of applying the 6 steps to setting goals. I'm not going to train on that tonight, but I'm going to touch on it so you know it. Most of you have heard me train on this. Number 1, they understand that they must have a goal. They cannot live without a goal. I can't live without goals. You know, I can't live without knowing that we're going to put 5,000 people in the business this month. I can't live without knowing that we're going to promote 5 brand new diamonds this month. I can't live without knowing that. Those are the goals that we have. I can't live without knowing that we're not going to capture the 1% here with Organic Gold. I can't live without knowing that we're going to have 60 diamonds by the end of this year. And see, guys, here's the beauty. I want to share this with you. I was sharing this with Martin White, one of the top rubies here that's just growing a fabulous organization. I was sharing with him earlier today, and he was asking me, he said, David, you know, when you put up those signs, those goals that you have, and you put up, hey, David, you earn over $500,000 per month of income by September 30th, 2012. He said, David, when that day goes by, what if you're not at $500,000 a month? What do you do with that sign? Do you take it down? I said, absolutely not. I'll leave that sign up because now my mind is triggered to believe that it's already happened by September 30th, 2012. And what you have to understand is when you set goals and you put it out there, you write it down, and you put it where you can see it every single day, and you have a date of completion on it. I don't know what happens, guys. I can't really explain it on this call, but what I can let you know is that whatever needs to be moved, whatever needs to be said, whatever needs to take place for that goal to come to pass, it must confirm it. It must happen. If you leave the goal up there and you see it all the time, people will come from all around the world to say, I want to do business with you. No matter what is being said, no matter what is being done, people will come from all around the world and call you and say, hey, I want to meet with you. I want to sit down with you and get started with you. They don't even know because you wrote the goal down that that's why it's happening, but you know. Because you know that when you're seeing something that he's going to find a way to make sure that he confirms what it is that you wrote down. That's why you leave those goals up. Never take a goal down, even after the date. I remember I put a goal up for a certain amount of income by January 2011. It did not happen by January 2011, but I kept that goal up there, and I kept believing, and I kept speaking it. And guess what? One day it happened, but I completely forgot that it didn't happen in January 2011. I thought it took place January 2011. It wasn't until I went back and I looked at what was taking place in January 2011, and I realized that, no, I wasn't at $200,000 a month. But, man, you couldn't tell me that I wasn't at $200,000 a month. Why? Because my brain had been seeing it. 7-figure income earners have the ability to set specific goals, and they don't come off of their goals until it gets done. They write it down. They write it down. They write it down. They see it every single day. They have a date of completion on it. They list the obstacles. I know the obstacles are going to hold me back. You need to know the obstacles are going to hold you back. You need to know what has held you back from getting to where it is that you want to go. I learned this a long time ago, that if you know the enemy, you can defeat the enemy. So you've got to have the list of obstacles that have held you back. Do not be frustrated about the same situation over and over again. Don't let the same problem derail you from your solution. List those obstacles and then identify the people you're going to be working with. Every single time I had a specific goal to go ruby or to go emerald or to go diamond, I had people that I had identified. I identified Andrea Blackley. I identified Stacey Ayers. I identified Al Chenier and Silas King. I identified Mark White and said, hey, these are the individuals that I'm going to work with to help me get to diamond consultant by helping them hit their goals. So you've got to identify who you're going to be. Well, I'm giving you the 6 steps to setting goals. See, 7-figure income earners, they know this information like the back of their hand because they apply it every single day. They apply it every single week. They apply it every single month. You've got to understand how to do this. You've got to start doing it. You've got to do the whole deal. You can't just do part of the deal and get the deal. You've got to do the whole deal to get the deal, and the deal is 7 figures here in Organic Gold. You've got to plan the work. You heard it last night from Mr. Holzenberg talking about plan your work and work your plan. You've got to have a plan of action. The plan of action is the 4 steps on steroids. The plan of action is to show the plan every single day with great expectation that great things are going to happen. The plan of action is to prospect 3 to 5 people per day. The plan of action is to work on your personal self-development so you become attractive enough to the right person to say, hey, I want to do business with you. That's the plan of action. Then you've got to be consistent. You've got to be persistent. For years, does not happen overnight. These habits do not come into you overnight. You gotta work on them day and night, day and night, day and night, day and night, until you get it, and you only get it through your results. And then the last step is you got to know what's in it for you. You got to have something at the end of the day. What are you going to give yourself when you go Crown Ambassador? Jose Ardon, when he said, I'll buy my Ferrari once I hit Crown Ambassador. So now he had an incentive. He had a motive to get it done. Put a star by number 6. What are you going to give yourself when you get your dual team done this month? What are you going to give yourself when you get yourself the platinum? What are you going to give yourself when you get the sapphire? What are you going to give yourself when you get the ruby, emerald, diamond? What are you going to give yourself? Bass Grant said, I'm not going to get that Bentley until I go blue diamond. Why? He saw his upline say the same thing. I said, I'm not going to get that Bentley until I go blue diamond. I'm not going to get that Bentley until after I buy the Bentley, I still have 6 figures in the bank. Specific goals and know what's in it for you at the end of the day. Number 1, that's the first habit. 7-figure income earners understand how to have specific goals. They understand how to set goals. They understand the 6 specific ways of setting and hitting their goals. Number 2, they have a strong teachability index. That's number 2. These are the 7 habits. These are the 7 habits that David Imonique applied in his life, okay, that he took information that he learned and he put it all together to say, hey, this is what actually has allowed me to get to this level of income. This is what's allowed the Edward Hartley to get to $500,000 of income, the Bass Grant to get to $500,000, the Lamont Coleman to get to $250,000 of all the top earners that we have on this team right here, okay? These are some of the habits that we've utilized, okay? A 7-figure income earner on a yearly basis has used all of these habits. They have all of these habits working for them on a very strong level. Number 2, they have a strong teachability index. The teachability index, they have the ability to learn, willingness to learn. They want to learn how to build this business. They want to learn how to work with people. They want to learn the leadership skills that it takes to become a 7-figure income earner. They're willing to be a 7-figure income earner. They don't have the ego. They have a strong, humble spirit about them. They have the willingness to learn, but more importantly, they have the willingness to change. Change only comes when there's a challenge. When you take the first 3 letters in challenge, and you take the last 3 letters in challenge, it spells change. It spells change. There's nothing wrong with change. Change is necessary. Change is mandatory. If you're going to go to the next level, if this organization is going to go to the next level, we're going to have to change. And we can only change based on the challenge that comes with our life. But we have a strong teachability index, 7-figure income earners. They're willing to learn, and they're willing to change. They're coachable. They're trainable. They're willing to learn. They're humble. Say, hey, listen, teach me. Show me. I'm wrong. Hey, how can I do this better? What should I do in this situation? I'm faced with this tough decision. What do I do? And then when they get the coaching, they don't have a rebuttal for the coaching. They don't go mad at the coach. They receive the coaching because they say, you know what? This person has already gotten the results that I'm looking to get. I might as well listen to what it is that they have to say because they just might know. They just might know because obviously I don't know. See, humility is not a personality trait. It's recognizing you don't have something. This is a Millionaire Mastery Call, and you're getting the 7 habits of a 7-figure income earner. Number 3, they have a strong positive mental attitude. Yeah, they have a strong positive mental attitude. They have a strong positive mental attitude. What do I mean by that? Their belief system is at an all-time high. The belief system is an all-time high. Man, I wish I had more time on this call to go over with you the belief system. Guys, we've studied this belief system. We've applied it into our lives. We've modeled Mr. Holtenberg. We've modeled people that abuse believing to go to a whole nother level, and now we can teach it because we got the results. I've seen the fruit of believing. But you got to have a strong, positive mental attitude. What gets you off of your game? Your attitude is determined by what it is that you're looking at. You got to have a strong, positive mental attitude, a strong, positive mental attitude. This is a necessary thing that you must have to be able to build and get yourself to 7 figures. A strong, positive mental attitude. Your belief system is at all-time high. You understand the 4 factors that impact your belief system. You understand that your environment, the people that are around you, the repetitious information, and the life experiences that you give yourself. Guys, we had a chance, myself and Mr. Bass Grant, we had a chance to walk into Mr. Holtenberg's new home that he just purchased here in Royal Oak, 20,000 square foot home. I walked in the home, guys, and I'm telling you right now, just the first floor of my house is the entire walkway. It's just a walkway into the house. It's just a walkway. And see, guys, when I walked in there, I said, man, this is pretty big. This is pretty huge. But it wasn't until I went back to my home and I walked into my home and I felt how small my home was that I realized believing really does work. Because I had experienced something that was higher than my comfort zone. Now, when I came back to this house, I said, no, this house is not where I'm going to stay because I've experienced something at a higher level. Now, what I must do is I must keep going back to that house. I must keep going back because this is not something you do one time. This is something you must do every single time, every single day. You must get a chance to experience your future. They understand these 4 factors, the environment. They don't let people just talk around the negativity. They don't let that happen. Gossip. They don't get involved into gossip. If you're involved, if you're around an environment of people gossiping, that is not the environment for you to become a 7-figure income earner. You've got to understand that. You've got to understand that. The repetition information, what are you listening to? If I got in your car right now, what radio station would it be on? What radio station will it be on? Or would it be on the Cash Cow CD? Would it be on The Stranger's Secret? Would it be on The Magic of Believing? What would you be listening to? What's the repetition information that you're listening to on an ongoing basis? What is it that you're telling yourself on a daily basis, on a minute-by-minute basis? What are you telling yourself? Are you encouraging yourself? Are you speaking to yourself? Do you have an affirmation for yourself? Do you have an incantation for yourself? Do you celebrate in your bathroom? Do you look in the mirror and tell yourself what's going to happen for your life? Because, see, this is what I do on a daily basis. I celebrate every single day. I put music on, and I celebrate every single day right there by myself in the mirror. I celebrate the sign that I'm looking at, that it's already going to happen, and I feel it in my bones that it's going to happen one way or another. Yeah, things may not be going the way I want it to go. Yeah, I may not be there right now, but guess what? I'm going to celebrate it anyway because I'm going to give myself the experience because I understand the belief system. I understand the strong positive mental attitude. That strong positive mental attitude, when you develop it and you develop it really, really strong, it'll give you the energy to keep going. Nobody ever said that this is going to be easy. And nobody ever said that any of this is going to be handed to you. I know we got some brand new people on the call right now saying, man, this is pretty tough. I don't know if I can do this. Trust me, you can. All right? A lot of you may not utilize this information right now, but trust me, just write it down. When the time comes, it will already be in your subconscious. It would already be there. Stored. Your mind never forgets anything. It's just lying there doing it. Just write it down. I'm talking about you earning 7 figures, all right? If you're brand new, just you're ahead of the curve right now, all right? You weren't even supposed to get this information. But I was inspired to get this information tonight. Somebody inspired me to let everybody know what really happened. All right? So they got the belief system down pat. Number 4, I was segueing into that when I said you have a strong positive mental attitude that gives you the ability to keep going. Number 4, they have a strong work ethic and the ability to stay focused for a long period of time. What's that long period of time? Until. Just write that word down. Until it happens. Until it takes place. Until the goal is done. You know, I've been working with Donnie Wiggins, the first time she's ever done network marketing before, and it's just an interesting process that we've been through, and she's right there, halfway right now at Sapphire. She's already done the volume that she did last month. And guess what? She's got a strong work ethic. That positive mental attitude is what's driving her to Sapphire this month. That positive mental attitude is what's driving you to Sapphire this month. So if you're developing this habit of a 7-figure income earner, guess what? When it comes to the end of the month, you're not going to think about slowing down. You're not going to think about holding applications till next month because a 7-figure income earner doesn't think like that. A 7-figure income earner has the ability to stay focused and have a strong work ethic. They have a strong work ethic. Strong. It's real strong, guys. It's real strong. They work. They show the plan repeatedly over and over again, whether it's through a system, conference call, online presentation, or the weekly meeting, or they're doing it through leadership, and they're doing a coffee and jazz mixer. They're doing a sit down. I had a little brief coffee and jazz mixer here with Jason and Philip and Kevin just now at my home. They're constantly showing the plan. They're constantly prospecting. Why? Because they got a strong positive mental attitude. Why? Because they're teaching and coaching and their coach told them to do it. Why? Because they have specific goals that they've got to accomplish. They've got kids. They got spouse. They got generational wealth to think about. This is all connected. This is not something that was made up, guys. I'm telling you, I connected the dots on what it is that we did to get to this particular level. And if we're going to grow to another level, somebody on this call has got to take this information, apply it in their life, learn the information, apply it, pick the activity, knowledge, do it over and over again, Let it be a habit. You create 7 figures, then, man, you can go out there and teach it. Then you can go out there and teach it. Okay? They have an incredible strong work ethic. Number 5, they have strong people and leadership skills. Strong people and leadership skills. Strong people and leadership skills. One of the most difficult things that I've seen people struggle with is the people and leadership skills. Guys, it's very simple. Treat people good. Treat people good. Treat people good. Treat people good. Yeah, it can be tough sometimes. Yes, you want to tell them off sometimes. Yes, I completely understand. But guess what? The foundation is you got to treat them good. The foundation is you got to care about them. And that's the business that we're in. We're in the business of caring. When you stop caring, that's time to get out of this business. People say, well, David, sometimes you seem unemotional. Well, yeah, I'm not emotional. I have a lot of emotion about this business. If any of you see me at conventions, a lot of times I'm probably the one that's going to be up there crying. Why? Because I've got emotion. But I'm not emotional. I've got emotion about what it is that I'm doing. I care about people. I want to see people win in this business because I know where I came from. I know what I had to go through. I know the struggles that I had in getting to where it is that I am today. And I know a lot of you are going through those same struggles right now. I know it's not easy on your mental psyche to keep hearing no and keep seeing people not show up and see your business not growing to the level that you want to grow. But if you learn this belief system and you put those pictures up and you learn that you don't get what you want out of life, you get what you picture, and you put those signs up and you start celebrating and you start experiencing great things in your life, it will change you. And guess what? When you change, your results will change. Your results will change. They have strong people and leadership skills. They've learned the 5 reasons why people will follow them. The 5 reasons why people will follow them. Right? You're not a 7-figure income earner. It's probably because you don't know this information like the back of your hand. You haven't applied it over and 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 over again. I'm not talking about you getting lucky. I'm talking about you creating 7 figures. You can't get lucky and get the 7 figures. Well, no, you can't. I was going to say maybe an OG you can, but no, you can't. No, you can't. You've got to know the deal. You've got to know this information. You've got to apply this information and live it. And live it. Leadership skills, the 5 reasons why people follow. You can look it up, John C. Maxwell. Number 1, they have previous results. They have previous results. Number 2, they have current results. They have thoughts of what's going on in their business right now. Number 3, they have the integrity. They have the integrity. Number 4, they have an incredible work ethic. Back to that work ethic again. They have incredible work ethic. Number 5, they have a pleasing personality. People like them. People want to be around them. People love them. People can't wait to see them. People can't wait to see them. Strong people and leadership skills. That's number 5. Number 6. This is key. I want you to put a star by this one. This also has to do with your belief system. I want you to put a star by this one. Number 6, they have a strong personal self-development regimen. It is a regimen. They have a strong personal self-development regimen. It is a regimen. It is an every day, every single moment of the day, they're listening to personal self-development because they learned it from a 7-figure income earner that your income is going to be a direct correlation of your personal growth. Your income, your organization, your team, your dual team that you have right now, your platinum organization that you have right now, your sapphire organization that you have right now, okay? Your ruby, your emerald, your diamond, your blue diamond, black diamond, crown ambassador organization that you have right now is a reflection of your personal growth. It's a reflection of your personal growth. So you've got to have a strong personal self-development regimen. It's got to be an every day, every moment of the day. If you're not on the call, you've got to be listening to personal self-development. You've got to saturate yourself with the information that's going to transform you. That's what you must do. That's what you must do on an ongoing basis over and over and over again because you want to get the success language down on the inside of you so when you're talking to a person, they can hear you. People talk about the spirit. spirit is the words that are coming out of your mouth. So when people hear you, what do they feel when you speak? When you speak, what do people feel? Do they feel excitement? Do they feel enthusiasm? Do they feel encouraged? Do they feel belief? How do they feel? They're going to feel that way if you have a strong personal self-development regimen, because you've already put the good things in you. Mom taught us garbage in, garbage out. Well, I'm teaching you good things in, great things out. Good things in, great things out. A strong personal self-development regimen. They're constantly listening to audios. They're constantly reading books. Books like Hung by the Tongue by Francis T. Martin. Books like Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Understanding how faith is the chemist. Oh, my goodness. It's just incredible. Learning how imagination works. How imagination can really bring about your future. Your brain works two ways. It works off of memory and it works off of imagination. If you don't give your brain your imagination, if you don't sell yourself on your future, you'll continue to buy the present or your past situations, and you won't have any money left over to purchase your future. Your brain only works off of memory and imagination. It either replays the past or it pre-plays your future. What you need to start learning how to do through personal self-development is pre-plan where it is that you're going to be. Personal self-development allows you to do that. See, I read a book about a year and a half ago that taught me how to do that. Personal self-development. Personal self-development. But if I wasn't willing to learn, if I didn't have specific goals, and if I wasn't willing to learn, okay, then no, I wouldn't have found that book. If I didn't have a strong positive mental attitude, I wouldn't have been attracted to find that book. The law of attraction, guys. The law of attraction, when a person's attracted to you, is because the law of attraction is working for you. If somebody's not attracted to you, it's because the law of attraction is working against you. You got to take personal inventory on what it is that you're saying, what it is that you're feeling. This is all about the personal self-development regimen. There's a whole lot more deeper than you could ever think. Personal self-development regimen. Personal self-development regimen. I'm so fired up right now. Guys, I'm telling you, we're gonna do something so special. We're gonna do something so special. We're gonna give people something great to talk about. Because see, guys, when you stop giving people something great to talk about, they find negative things to talk about. So what we must do is we must continue to give them great things to talk about. That's what we must do. That's the responsibility that we have. We don't just have the responsibility to prove that believing works. We have the responsibility to show them great things and show them that it's possible for them too once they learn these habits right here, though. So what are you listening to? What are you saying to yourself? What are you allowing into your life? What are you allowing somebody to say to you? When they say it to you, how does it make you feel? This is all part of the strong personal self-development regimen. Number 7. Money matters. Money matters. Yes, it does. It does matter. They have a strong money blueprint. They know what to do with $1. They know what to do with $1. They know to pay themselves first. They know to pay their tithe or their charity. They know to give. They know to give. Somebody has a situation. Somebody needs your help. Okay? Now, don't call me for no money now, but, you know what I mean, right? All right? But they know when to give, right? They know to pay themselves first. They know when to give. They take care of their life expenses. They reinvest back into their business. There's a certain amount of percentage in which they use to reinvest back into their business. As a business owner, you put your taxes aside. And they have a savings that they don't touch. Okay? They know what to do with $1. They see their money increasing. 7-figure earners see their money increasing. 7-figure earners have no debt. Have no debt. So until you develop this, until you really get this on the inside of you, what you must do is you must continuously set specific goals of what it is we're going to accomplish. See, right now we got about 11 days left in this month. What's your goal for the next 11 days? I want you to apply this information right away. Just don't listen to the information and say, man, that's some good stuff. Apply it into your life right now. Say, okay, when I get off this call, I'm going to write down what's going to happen for me over the next 11 days. I'm brand new in the business. Hey, listen, do I have the capabilities to go Sapphire? What I'm going to do is I'm going to get on the phone with my coach because I've got a strong teachability index. I want to learn what does it take to go Sapphire, and then I'm willing to change what it is that I was doing so I can get to Sapphire. I'm going to apply this information. Guys, I mean, back when I was coming up in this industry, if I got on a call like this and there was a seven-figure income earner that was proven that knew how to really get this thing done and they gave information like this, I applied it into my life right away because I believed what it is that they were saying. I had no choice but to believe. Okay? And then I got positive about it. I started speaking. I started seeing it. When there's a problem, when there's something going on, you don't speak about the problem. Listen to me very closely. When there's a problem in your business, when something is not going the way you want it to go, listen to me very closely. If you're going to become a seven-figure income earner, this is the habit that you must develop. When something is not going right, you do not speak about it, you speak to it. You speak to it. You speak darkness. You speak light. You actually see the light, and then you call it good. Something is not going right in my business. I'm going to speak what's right about my business. I'm going to speak what I want for my business, what I know is going to happen to my business. Then I'm going to see it, and then I'm going to celebrate it. I'm not operating on just what's going on here in the physical. I know what's going to happen in my imagination, and that's what I stay on. You must do this. Guys, I'm not telling you anything that I'm not doing right now. You're never, ever where you want to be. That's why there's a future. If you were where you want to be, there would be no need for a future. If the present was everything, there would be no need for something great in your life to happen a week from now, 2 weeks from now, 5 months from now, 6 months from now, or 5 years from now. But if you stay in that present attitude, if you stay in that present depression, if you stay in that present frustration, all you're doing is you're multiplying your present situation into your future. Don't just take this information, write it down, and say, man, that was a good call. No, apply it into your life right now. Apply it tonight. And then do the work over the next 11 days. Sapphire, get that done. Get that done. Get 2 on your left, get 2 on your right consultants. Get the qualifications done. Get it done. Put the work in to get it done. It's $14,000 in volume. You're going to do $14,000 in volume this month. You're going to do $14,000 in volume this month. Say it. I'm going to do $14,000 in volume this month. Put that sign up. Go and do the work. Something is going to be moved out of the way for it to happen if you stay on it and don't be discouraged. Celebrate it like it already happened. We've seen this happen time and time and time again. And here's the beauty of this, guys. What you did to get to Sapphire from a believing standpoint, that's what you're going to have to do to get to Ruby, to get to Emerald, to get to Diamond. It's just on a higher level. But it's the same mechanic. It's the same words, images, and emotions that got you to Diamond. It's going to take you to Blue Diamond. It's the same words, images, and emotions. Nothing different. Just a different level. Just a different level that you're going to. You speak to the problem. Don't speak about it. Okay? Man, this thing's going to be incredible. New Orleans is coming up. Are you there? Are you there with 10 people in your group, 15 people in your group, 20 people in your group, 100 people in your group? What was your investment into this event? See, when you understand the belief system, you understand how powerful events are. Right? That's step number 3, having a strong positive mental attitude, understand the belief system. You now understand that an event makes the most potent impact on a person's belief system. So you promote for it at an all-time high because you know that if these folks in my organization, if they believe, then they'll go out and do the action, and then we'll get the results. So the bar will always be raised in my organization if I go ahead and make sure that the group believes, they'll do the action, and then the results will come. So I've got to put the group in the right position to win. How do you do that? By getting up to New Orleans. Major announcement is going to be made right after the event. on what's going to happen in the month of September, what's going to happen in the month of October, what's going to happen in the month of November, leading into Christmas, the biggest month that we've ever had, December, going to be the biggest month that we've ever had in OG to close out this year. Man, I'm excited about what's about to happen. Can you see it? Can you feel it? Can you see it? Can you feel it? Can you see what's about to take place? Something great is about to happen. Are you saying that every single day? Are you saying something big is going to happen? Are you saying something miraculous is going to happen in your business? And something miraculous, maybe you get your doing thing. Something miraculous, maybe you getting the sapphire. It's not about the 5-day diamond. It's not about the 30-day blue diamond. It's not about that. It's about what you're believing for. And if that happens, what you do is you celebrate it because it just proves that guess what? I can get the sapphire. Somebody can go blue diamond in 30 days, but I can get the sapphire. But I can get the ruby. I can get the emerald. I can get the diamond. It proves that it works. Why? Because I saw it. But see, folk with a strong positive mental attitude, people, 7-figure income earners that have a strong positive mental attitude, they understand. They understand when great things happen for other people, they celebrate it because they have a strong positive mental attitude. They don't find what's wrong with that person. They don't say what's wrong with that person. I really hope you're getting this. I really hope you're getting this information, guys. This is not something that was made up. This is something we applied, something that we applied in our lives, and it worked. And it worked. And it worked. See, guys, we have an incredible group here. Yes, guys, we're a part of Organo Gold. We're not separate from Organo Gold. This is Davis' team, or this is Bass's team, or this is Ed Hartley's team, or this is Ed's organization. No, we're a part of Organo Gold. Yes, we're an organization. Yes, we're incredible. Yes, we've done some great things. Yes. And don't let anybody else take that away from you. Yes, we have. But we've been a part of what the company has done. And as an organization, we must continue to function. We must continue to grow ourselves in the 5 functions of a great team. The 5 great attributes of a great team. We must continue to have that. The foundation is trust. You must trust your coach. You must. You must trust that what they're telling you is what you need to know to get you to the next level. The foundation of trust must be there. Because when there's a foundation of trust, number one, the foundation of trust, there will be no fear of conflict. When you trust me and I trust you, I can come to you and say, hey, something is going on, something is going right, something is going wrong. There's trust. I believe in you and you believe in me. I trust Mr. Buzz. Would that be trust? Would it be challenged sometimes? Absolutely. Guys, we're going to be here for the long haul. We're talking about millions of people coming to our organization. Of course trust is going to be challenged. But we understand that, guess what? There's change in every challenge. Right? But there won't be no fear of conflict. Right? No fear of conflict. Then we got an incredible commitment. We got an incredible commitment to the company. We got an incredible commitment to this organization. We got an incredible commitment to the coach, the mentor, your sponsor. You're committed. Right? You're committed. You're accountable. You hold yourself accountable when something is not going right. You don't blame other people. You don't blame your organization. You don't blame your team. Right? You look within and you say, I'm accountable. I'm responsible for what's going right and what's going wrong. This is the kind of team that we have. This is the kind of team we are developing right now, that we're growing. This is what I want you to understand. This is what we want permeating through the whole entire organization. We have incredible, incredible leaders that are accountable. We have incredible, incredible leaders that only focus on results. They're not focused on the pen. They're not focused on just, I'm just going to get the sapphire. Yes, we want you to get the sapphire, but they're focused on building on solid ground. They're focused on doing the work. They're focused on getting the results, getting the results, getting the results. You get the results through you. More importantly, you get the results through helping other people. The focus is results. We have an organization that is focused only on results. We're focused on results because we understand that we need to believe. We understand the belief system. We're constantly working. We're constantly taking the activity mode. We're constantly showing the plan. You're brand new on the call right now. As soon as this call is over, you called your sponsor, you called your coach, and you booked 4 coffee and jazz mixers. You called your sponsor and you gave them your testimony. You set yourself up on a proper auto ship. Right? You built your list tonight. You went out and you did this thing because you're committed. You're committed to your goals. When you signed that piece of paper and you said, I'm a part, I'm coming in at bronze, I'm coming in at silver, I'm coming in at gold, you made a commitment to you and your family to see this thing through. You made a commitment. You're going to be in New Orleans. Some of you on the call thinking you're not going to be in New Orleans. I'm telling you, you're going to be in New Orleans. I don't have a ticket. Be there anyway. I can't get there. Be there anyway. I don't have a hotel room. Get there anyway. John Cetre didn't have a hotel room when he went to Jamaica, but he can buy a hotel today 3 years later. He went to Jamaica without the money for a hotel 3 years ago. Something happened at that event. He was in the right environment. He was around the right people. He got the right information. He experienced something because he touched every chair on the front row, touched every chair, and he said, I'm going to have a diamond consultant on the first row at every event. He experienced it, touched it, his 5 senses. The belief system has to do with your 5 senses. He touched it. He touched his future. And now, 3 years later, he can buy the hotel if he wants to. If it can happen for John, then it can happen for you. But are you willing to go without a room? Are you willing to set that criteria that if I get there, if I get to the event, this is what's going to happen for me? If, very simple word, if I get to New Orleans, this is what's going to happen for me over the next 90 days. Do not come to New Orleans without setting that criteria that because I came to New Orleans, and you repeat this criteria over and over again, because I came to the event, if I go to the event, this is what's going to happen. That means the event worked for you. That means that the event worked for you. That's why the event is so important. It's not just enough for you to believe. You've got to get other people to believe. And you do it by getting them to New Orleans. You do it by getting them to New Orleans. Okay? We got about 6 minutes left on this call. I want to take very short comments from some of the leaders that may be on the back line before we close out this call here. One last thing I want to share before we get off this call here, but I want to open up the line just for maybe 2 or 3 leaders that want to share real quickly before we close out this call. Any leaders on the back line before we close out?
Mr. Millionaire, you have Edward Hartley here.
Edward Hartley, take it away, brother.
Well, sir, I've got to tell you, I'm in my car. I'm mesmerized, taking notes on the iPad, and, you know, it's like starting all over again, you know. Just absolutely incredible the way you laid this out. You know, you did it for the Rubies and above, and it was an incredible training, but now it really comes down to, you know, no matter what, whatever it takes, and I'm so proud to be part of this leadership organization. I appreciate you and all that you're doing, and I can't wait till we get to that next level, all of us, because you know what? It's coming. It's already done. Thank you, sir. Back to you.
Absolutely. It's done, Mr. Hartley, man. Appreciate you too, man. All the work that you're putting in right now. I see you, man. I see you on the road and building just an incredible team, man. Appreciate your leadership, man. I know you already went to the next level. Any other leaders before we close out tonight? All right. Well, guys, we're going to close out this call here. I'm excited for each and every one of you that got a chance to be on the Millionaire Mastery Call. Don't forget, this week right here, this is the last week of the month. It's the last week of the month right here. I want you to take the information that you learned tonight, set those specific goals that we're going to go out there and accomplish. We're blitzing every single day right now, starting on the 26th, that Sunday. We're going to announce it on the Millionaire Mentorship Call. There will be a blitz that will be taking place through the company. There will be a blitz that will be taking place through this organization here. You'll get all the details for it on the Sunday Millionaire Mentorship Call. You'll get even more details about what we're going to be doing as an organization on the Monday Mastery Call. I'll be back on the call next week again to talk about what we're going to do the week of the event. Guys, that's going to be the biggest week. We're going to explode into New Orleans, guys. We're going to explode, have the biggest week that we've ever had this week, and then we're going to top it next week. Why? Because we said so, and we see it, and it's good. Guys, you guys are incredible. I want you guys to understand that it's time to step up. I want to open up the line here, and I want you to say your name, and all I want you to do is step up. That's all I want you to I'm just going to leave you with that right now. You'll get the rest of it when we get to New Orleans. You'll be absolutely incredible. Just say your name, David Imonitie, step up.
Ramon Sosa, step up. Great.
That would hardly step up right there.
Goodbye.